Wanted to start this video off light because we're about to get very serious. I mentioned yesterday in my follow-up review for the second episode of Gag Order, which you can see in my videos below, but I mentioned yesterday that I started receiving some comments, and while everybody has been predominantly respectful, there have been some disrespectful comments, but in turn I just replied with a respectful rebuttal, and 9 times out of 10 I really didn't get a response, which is fine. That's how I tend to deal with people. I will respectfully respond to you, and most of the time people can't handle what I say because it's based in fact. However, and I'm thankful, but I'm kind of upset that I did not receive the notification. As you guys know, I do follow ATLien, which is Michelle Brown. I had mentioned her in a couple of my posts, and I saw a video tonight. Something just made me go to her channel. So I was like, man, that's not like her not to post something. Normally she talks about Married to Medicine, somebody, and I hadn't been getting notifications nor what. Anyway, and I've gone ahead and copied the link to her video below, so you can fact check me, you can fact check her, and you can go to the respondents page. That's what I'm going to label this person or persons right now, and fact check them as well. So I go to Michelle's page and I see a post that says backlash from the Queen's Court. I will not be silenced, harassed, and something else. And I'm like, what's going on? I know that she had been talking about people sliding into her comment section, going off calling Michelle, her, ATLien, homophobe, because she didn't side with what Kaya was saying. She was saying, hey guys, you knew she was saying this all along. How was she a homophobe all of a sudden? Because she's having a problem with somebody of the transgender community. So what happened, and I'm going to say allegedly, on somewhere on the 23rd or 24th, so this happened last Friday or Saturday, so I'm almost a week behind, that Gio, the business manager of TS Madison, posted a conversation, a text message conversation between Alex Rodriguez, another blogger, and Michelle, or ATLien, with regards to Michelle possibly going on to the Queen's Court. It was surrounding the whole Funky Dineva thing. So it was right when the Queen's Court first fell apart. So early February, Alex and Michelle were texting each other, talking about, oh, you should go on to Queen's Court, provide your receipts, be a witness to Kaya's testimony against Funky Dineva, kind of make it a spin, and then you can spill some tea about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she was responding, oh, that would be cute, ha ha ha, or whatever she responded in the text message. This text message was sent to TS Madison. Now, this is very important. So the text message was sent from Alex to TS Madison. So as you guys may or may not know, then Gio comes out about a week and a half ago now, almost 2 weeks ago, and is like, oh, ATLien is posting all this negative stuff about TS Madison because she's just mad because TS Madison wouldn't give her a interview. And Michelle responded with, I never asked for an interview. What are you talking about? So he decided to post this text message, but he blocked out Alex's telephone number, but left Michelle's there. He not only posted this on his Facebook page, he posted it on Twitter and Instagram. And this is where it gets murky, because he's saying he didn't do it intentionally, but then he came back and said, well, if she takes down her video about Maddie, then I'll take down her telephone number. So just so you know, Gio, in the eyes of the law, that was an intentional act of harassment. And then you tried to extort her. So right now you're facing 2 C-class felony charges if she decides to press charges, because in her video, which I'm going to post in the description box below for you guys, so again, fact check me, she straight up said she's thinking about pressing charges. And Michelle, if you see this post, honey, press charges, because that's wrong. That is harassment. He doesn't know how far people are willing to take this. If someone has your telephone number, it's nothing to activate your GPS. If you know somebody who works for Sprint or Verizon or T-Mobile, it's nothing for them to activate your GPS. We are living in a world where people will try to go ham for 15 seconds of fame, and he should not have it's putting your safety at risk. And that's not blowing it up. That's not putting it out anything else. He put your safety at risk. That was just like putting your address on the internet, putting your telephone number that is a private telephone number. So it's not your corporate office telephone number. No one could easily have Googled it, putting it for the world to see. That was wrong. It was intentional and it was cruel. But I digress. So Gio had posted it, and then once Instagram blocked it, once Twitter blocked it, he started posting it in people's comments, different comment threads. So he intentionally continued to spread her telephone number. As a result, and again, please click on the video and you will see and hear some of the messages that were left. She has been called a gorilla. She has been called ugly as, fat as. And it's like, how dare you put someone through that? You say that you're not against women and you say you're not against black women, but you know how people are. You know how internet trolls are. Yes, she has a personality or a persona out there for the world, but she has the ability to control what is put up on the internet, just like Gio does, just like T.S. Madison. I'm pretty sure they get vulgar comments in their sections and on their pages, and they block it and they remove it so they don't have to see it and their fans don't have to see it. You denied Michelle that right. I'm not okay with that. But what struck me is the fact that this message was sent to Maddie. And I have been accused of being biased against Maddie. And I have always said that, and I will continue to say it until the death of it, that both Maddie and Kaya were in the wrong with their actions and their words subsequently. Kaya is just more brazen with her wrongness. She don't care. She gonna put it out there front and center. But I have never, ever heard of Kaya being in some kind of mess as this. Just putting it out there, being honest. The same with Maddie. Up until tonight, I had no idea. And then Michelle kept saying it went to Maddie's phone first. Maddie gave Gio that information. So I don't know when Maddie gave it. Maddie may have given it to him immediately after Alex and her had kikied about the information. She was like, ooh, look, don't forget to follow up with her because that would be a good lead for us. It could have been something as simple as that. But when stuff got hot and heavy and you felt some kind of way, I'm sure Gio had a conversation with Maddie. After all, that is her business manager. And if you guys decide to watch that post or that video all the way through, it's about a 27-minute video, you're going to see people say, hey, you know you can, and she could. Right now, she has a civil suit. Right now. Actually, after criminal charges are filed, then she should go the civil route. But Maddie could be sued as well because Maddie provided the information. And Maddie will not be able to prove that she provided it in any other way but in a malicious manner, because I'm sure she didn't videotape or record the conversation that she had with Gio when she gave him that information, that telephone number, or screenshotted or snapped or, sent him the text message with the information in it. So, and I'm sure I'm still going to get those messages, and I'm still going to get those, "You're biased." I had somebody tell me that YouTube wasn't for me because I was biased, and I responded in turn was, actually, from my understanding, YouTube is a platform where people are able to openly express their opinions and perspectives on different topics at hand, which is what I'm doing. People, and I've noticed it because now that you're getting all these data analytics from YouTube, people aren't even watching the videos halfway through. The one thing that I will do, whether I like your video or not, I am going to watch it all the way through. And that way, when I give a perspective on it from beginning to end, I am giving you the actual, I watched it from beginning to end. I had a couple of people who came into the comments and were like, "How could you support her?" on the first gag order, on the first gag order review that I did over a week ago. They're like, "How could you support Kaya?" She was calling her Mandy. And I kept responding, this is the initial gag order, the one that was recorded on 2/19. You're speaking of the one that was recorded on 2/26, where I said in my review, I do not agree with her calling her Mandy. I think it was absolutely wrong. And the person just kept going. "You're full of this, da-da-da. How can you say that you support?" I support Maddie. I don't support her actions. I support Kaya. I don't support her words. But when you take a step back, guys, and you look at everything that it is, I am not the only vlogger that's saying this. There are more and more vloggers coming out and saying, "Yo, they both in the wrong." But right now, Maddie's team is looking a lot more shady because they knew what Kaya was about. And I'm not trying to throw any under the bus. I'm just saying some of your favorite vloggers, some of the vloggers that you guys are subscribed to, because I'm subscribed to them too. They are the reason why I even started doing videos. So, Shawn Bradley, I just watched his before I pressed record. And his is also linked in the description box because, again, I want everybody to see all the different perspectives. You say Michelle is biased because she had an issue with Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva, the last time I checked, is not the sole representative of the LGBTQ community, but whatevs. Okay, so Shawn Bradley. Shawn Bradley is a proud member of the LGBTQ. He says he's done with Kaya. He says he's done with Kaya because of what she said, supposedly. And when I say supposedly, she said it, but we don't know. She could have been talking mess for all we know. To the conscious brothers about, it's just about the money, blah, blah, blah. He said he was done with her after that. Before that, he was like, "Yo," but he still said it. Maddie and them are trying, he said it. Maddie's team is trying to start a movement against Kaya, but y'all knew who she was from the beginning. She was saying those words from the beginning. That's why you created Blouse and Kazoo and Ginger Snap. You said you created those words, but nobody knows who is what. We don't know if blouse means that if you're a feminine, if they said it was a feminine top. So who's a blouse? What's your definition of a blouse? But the thing is, and even Shawn in his video said, Maddie was using those words. I can't get mad at Kaya when she was using those words from years ago and Maddie knew. She was sitting next to Maddie and Maddie knew. And it wasn't until Maddie was receiving comments and backlash on her stuff that she started correcting her. And that's all I kind of want to just point out to people at this point is I can only speak for me. I am not against Maddie because of her being transgender. I think she is gorgeous. I'm not against her at all. I just want her to tell the truth. And everybody's saying the whole receipt thing. And I was thinking about this on my way to work. And I was like, come on, y'all. She held up, and again, she held up a piece of paper that you could barely read, like list out. It said Nicki Minaj, and it had her little icon picture, and it showed like 3 or 4 Insta DM messages. That was it. There was no receipts from Nicki Minaj. There was a co-signer. The co-signer's Kaya. Kaya's like, yeah, that conversation happened. Okay, but everybody's like, oh, she provided receipts. The Bottom and Mary, absolutely. That contract was a receipt. The terms and conditions they didn't go into, so that's up in the air. The William Packer email, that was a receipt. But you guys were saying she came up, she showed a screenshot or a printout from her attorney. She said she paid $1,225. I've watched the video once. I have a head for numbers. She said she paid $1,225. It only costs $500 to apply for a trademark in the state of Georgia. So where did the other $725? Was that a contingency fee for your lawyer? Why would you pay him that much to file that paperwork? Lawyers have a contingency fee. A really, really good lawyer, about what, $1,000? Not even an hour, but maybe $1,000 a day. Sometimes you can get them cheap for a week, but normally their hourly rate can be anywhere from $60 to $125. To file the paperwork for the trademark, you could do it yourself. It would take a couple of hours, and that would just be the $500 application fee. So if you decided to pay a lawyer, and again, if the lawyer would not have knowingly filed it, and I'm being honest, guys, this is honest. This is somebody who has her justice degree. In good faith, part of the oath that we take, we cannot knowingly do something that is criminal or that will hurt our client. And to sit there and file for a trademark on a invalid, so I'm going to stop using the word defunct, invalid corporation license is, you can't do it. Because you're setting your client up for failure. You would open your client up to so much litigation, it would not be funny. So, on the whole lawyer thing, I'm calling bull. I'm calling bull. And I'm only going to call bull now because I sat back and I thought about it. It was like, there's not even, a half-price lawyer. Even a lawyer who got their degree online from the University of Phoenix would not do that. As soon as they pulled up that paperwork, they would say, hey, you know what? We can't do this until you reinstate this. Period, point blank. And I did misquote myself. I said that she had filed in a response to somebody who was like, oh, she saw Justin Jay's video. I told them that Justin Jay did his post on February 7th, which is accurate. But I said she filed on February 5th. I was inaccurate on that. She filed January 29th. So a full week before Justin Jay formed his lips to say that, she had already filed for the trademark. So again, I think there are a lot of things going on with the Queen's Court that we will never know. I will continue to do gag order reviews, and I'm also going to, on March 19th, when she comes back, she being Maddie and whomever the new co-host is, I am going to do a review on it. I am going to give her my viewership. I said in my second gag order review that Kaya has like one more time. And if she keeps going in on Maddie like that, I'm not going to watch it anymore until she moves on. Because I like the gag content when it's in fun, when it's in jest. But when you're intentionally trying to hurt someone, I'm not okay with that. Period, point blank. And in my post, I've always said that. I'm very clear, like, hey, she crossed the line on this. So, if Maddie chooses to air out her frustrations on the first 1 or 2 episodes, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to speak on it, but I'm also going to speak on her other content. But to wrap this up, guys, I am so sorry. I feel some kind of way because I said it. I made a video about Gio and how I felt like he was attacking Michelle, and now it is evident he is attacking her. And I don't understand why people, I don't care what race, religion, creed, gender you are, I don't understand why we are okay with that. It's not just because she's a black person. It's not just because she's a woman. It's because we have so many freaking bullies in the world, but they internet thugs. They hanging around behind telephones and stuff. And then you got them real loony bins who think that they bad enough to come up to somebody. And if somebody gets hurt, that's all I'm saying is, why? Why are you intentionally doing this? And that's for Gio. So I just ask that anybody who watches this video, and I'm sorry guys, again, it's allergies. I think it's anxiety. I don't know. But I just ask that as you watch this video and as you fact check me and you click on the links in the description box that will take you to Michelle's page and take you to Shawn's page so you can hear the words that they said exactly and see the evidence for yourself. Why, guys? Why can't we be... Because everybody says I'm being biased. I'm not being biased. I'm being objective. If this fuckery... I'm sorry I had to use that word, but it's the truth. If this fuckery was not going on, I would not be speaking on it. I would probably have a totally different outlet. But right now, I'm like, yo, at least Kaya is upfront with her stuff. At least she ain't being shady. She letting you know, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm calling this person this, and it is what it is. But this backdoor dealing, you posting stuff, trying to air somebody out, and you didn't even air them out. Like, you posted a text message between 2 other people where they were talking about airing Funky Dineva out. It wasn't an interview. It was her playing a part on your show. Like, why? I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead. Please look at the other videos. I'm not trying to direct traffic. They don't pay me for it. I'm not getting paid. It's fine. I get paid in my 9 to 5. And I'm good with that. But go ahead. Watch the other videos. Leave a comment. Leave a like. If you were going to leave a comment and you don't agree with what I said, great. Let's have a dialogue about it. But don't come sideways. Don't call me out my name. Don't sit up here. And I'm not, by no means, obviously, I'm not scared. And I don't feel some kind of way in the sense of my feelings are hurt. Because I wouldn't keep making videos and I wouldn't leave the post up. Simple. But respect earned is respect due. Meaning I'm giving you the respect of saying, you don't agree with me? Great, let's have a dialogue. We're going to go, I'm going to say what I think. If you misquote, and when I say misquote, because sometimes, and it's happened, I've had people who have posted comments for and against me, and I've had to correct them, especially in the for. Thank you for watching. However, I actually said this, not this. And the same for when people are against me. Thank you for watching. However, in accordance to full county documents, it was this. not this. That's what it is. When I'm going back on perspective and stuff of me, I'm not sitting up there defending my perspective. I just say thank you for watching. We can agree to disagree. That's it. Or when people were like, oh, she was calling her Mandy, she absolutely was, and that was on February 26th when it was recorded, and that was absolutely wrong. I am talking about February 19th right now. I'm not trying to shuck and jive, but you can't be mad at something that didn't occur. So the material that you're writing on, you're mad about something that occurred after the fact. You can't. Like, you could be mad about it, but you can't go back in time. So that's what it is. So again, guys, sorry, but please do feel free to like, comment, subscribe, dislike it. That's fine. Just let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it was right for him being Gio, to post her telephone number and block Alex's. And let me know if you think it was right for him to then post, and the words, him saying, well, if she takes down the video, I'll take down the post, that was put in writing, and it was screenshotted and all of that good jazz. So this is not a he said, she said. The things that I'm talking about on that aspect are all facts. All of it is screenshotted. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is going too far on a culture perspective. Let me know what you would, if you were good Judy's. I just learned that phrase, so if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But I just like to use common words like friends. But if you were good Judy's with Kaya and or T.S. Madison, what would you say to them? What directive would you give them, or what advice? If you, not even good Judy's, if you were the cousins, their sisters, their brothers, their aunties, their uncles, what would you say to them? Or if you were going through this, what would you want someone to say to you? So leave a comment, guys. Let me know. Have a good night, and we'll chat tomorrow. Bye.